You gotta do it together.
Like, are we actually doing it?
We could do like, yeah.
We're starting the stream, but we're going live in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Roll it.
Good morning, Hoyas. I'm Grant Porch.
And I'm Catherine Hughes. And you're watching Hspn.
Today we're going to talk about our undefeated football team,
The top-ranked cross-country team in the region.
as well as volleyball, competition cheer, softball, and an exciting event upcoming at Topgolf Midtown.
This is one show you don't want to miss. We already knew that the football team was going to be good this year, but I didn't think they were going to be this good.
With a perfect 6-0 record and 2 blowout wins against Sprayberry and Dalton, it seems like the Hoyas are in store to do something special with this year's team.
That's right. I cannot wait to see what they'll do next.
The next game is against our heated rival, Allatoona, next Friday, the 11th at Allatoona.
I know I'll be there rooting on our Hoyas.
I certainly will be as well. Our team is going to need all students to show out with school spirit at Allatoona for that game.
Running over into cross country, over the break, the team competed in the Wingfoot Cross Country Classic meet.
The varsity boys placed first overall and are now ranked in the top spot in the state across all classes. The Hoya success continued with the varsity girls placing 9th overall.
This week, Matt and Jordan got to talk to Noah Conley about their latest meet. Let's take a look.
Today we're going to interview Noah Conley about his race at the Wingfoot XC Classic before break. Let's get it.
So I was like gassed at the end of the race and I didn't feel like running anymore. I was like really tired and some kid passed me. But then I turned the corner and I saw it said 15:40, so I was like, I'm gonna break 16 right here, and I was like, there's no way I don't. So I just ran as fast as I could at that point, and when I crossed the finish line, I got really hyped. The race, I'd say it was kind of competitive, so I give it like a 6, but like the course was pretty like flat and easy, so it wasn't that difficult. I'd say the most difficult part was the dust, because like it hasn't rained in a long time, and it was kind of like, there was a lot of dirt, and all the dust like kicked up in my face, got in my mouth, and my mouth was like really dry. I say it prepares us pretty well because, like I say again, the competition is like pretty strong, so we get to see like how well we perform against higher competition, and I think it like suits us well for the state meet because it shows us how we rank in like 6A. So I'd say it was pretty important. You know, we got to see how we like stacked up against all the teams in the state. This weekend we do have a race. It's like against the best teams in the country, so we'll see how we are like ranked nationally.
The other cross-country teams in the state are eating Harrison's dust right now.
That's right, Catherine. I can't wait to see what they'll do next.
Early in the break, the Lady Hoya volleyball team competed in the rally tournament. They posted a 4-win, 2-loss record against a very talented group of teams, which included North Cobb Christian, Mill Creek, ELCA, Mount Perrin, Noonan, and Brentwood.
And the Lady Hoyas made it into the gold bracket semifinal where they lost to the #1 overall seeded Brentwood. After week 8 of the season, the Lady Hoyas are ranked as 4th best team in the county according to Score Atlanta.
And while on the topic of volleyball, Maddie and Amara got the opportunity to talk to some of the JV players on the team about their ending season.
Let's see what they got.
Hey Hoyas, it's Amara Newsom. The JV volleyball season recently came to a close. Let's see how one of the JV players feels their season went.
A team goal I think was to get along and to like work together as a team and win a lot of games. Probably like work really hard in practice because at first in the beginning of the season it was kind of difficult, but then we all came together later on. Paige brings a lot of energy and effort, and she like brings up the team a lot. And then Tori has a lot of intensity, and she pushes us really hard to do better. I think the fact that we communicate, that's a really big thing on a team. And then we all have our own certain individual talents, and we all work really well to like put them all together and play as a team.
Moving on to competition cheer, the team's first competition of the season was beyond excellent. The competition cheer team earned first place at the Woodland Classic with a score of 93 points. It seems as if yet another Harrison team is going to have a great season.
Speaking of great teams, this year the softball girls have had a lot to live up to. The 2018 team won the state championship, and now it is time for the postseason for the 2019 team.
With their fair share of ups and downs this year, the Lady Hoyas are battle-tested and well-prepared to finish the regional tournament strong.
Not only that, Catherine, the softball team clinched a spot in the state playoffs last weekend and are ready to hit a home run in their goal to repeat as state champions. Come out and support our girls tonight at 4 o'clock to cheer them on at their region game.
I know they'll do well in their upcoming games. Hey Grant, doesn't your sister play on the team?
Why yes, Catherine, she does. In fact, Charlie got the chance to interview her about the team's upcoming postseasonal run.
Roll it.
Hey boys, this is Charlie Toll here with Riley Porch with a high batting average and a high on-base percentage and a clear starting position on the team. How will you make sure you continue the success running into the state playoffs?
I just got to keep working hard and just keep grinding at practice and just not take anything for granted and just to be a leader in every aspect that I can.
So last year was clearly unforgettable with the team's first state championship in 18 years. How will you use what you learned last year in this year's state championship playoffs?
We just got to keep working hard and just not take anything for granted and just to stay humble and hungry, which is our motto for last year. Until the umpire says game over, it's never over.
After a tough loss in the regional tournament to Creekview, how do you think the team will rebound in the playoffs?
We were neck and neck with Creekview in that last game where we played them, and I think it taught us a lot and taught us that we're just going to have to work even harder against them and other good teams like them. And I think it was just a good experience, but it also just taught us we're just going to have to work that much harder and be that much better to win it all again.
So Riley, you and some of the other players have a couple years of playoff experience at this point, but at the same time some of the other girls do not. So how will you use what your experience in the playoffs to lead and direct the other players in the right direction?
So we're just going to have to just tell them that no moment is too big and just to stay calm and take everything step by step and at bat by at bat and play by play, and that everything is going to be just fine.
Hey Grant, have you ever been to Topgolf?
No, Catherine, I haven't.
Well, Grant, I know about the perfect time for you and the rest of Hoya Nation to go.
Really? When's that?
Hoya's Tee It Up at Topgolf is October 6th from 2 to 5 p.m. at Topgolf Midtown.
That's a Sunday, Catherine. Why would I do that?
There's 2 hours of golf, a private Hoya room buffet, pool tables, Xbox, a rooftop lounge, and a $25,000 hole-in-one contest for a price of $60 for adults and $35 for students and kids.
That price seems pretty high, Catherine.
All things considered, it's really not. It would cost a lot more to go to Topgolf any other time. Why would you want to miss out on this deal?
You know what? You're right. I'd be dumb not to take advantage of this.
You've got that right.
Also, make sure if you're interested in playing tennis this high school year, please be aware of tomorrow's meeting. Well, that's all the time we have for today, Hoyas. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you, Hoyas. Be sure to tune in next Wednesday for our show. I'm Catherine Hughes.
And I'm Grant Porch, signing off.
See you next week,
time,
Hoyas.